Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. My name is Angus, and I am live streaming here from the Stryd headquarters in Boulder, Colorado. And we have a very exciting new feature update for you today. I know many of you have already seen the news, and I'm so excited to be able to jump into this and explain it in detail to you. We're announcing the new update to Stryd's Apple Watch app. The entire Stryd app for Apple Watch has been redesigned from the ground up to make it easier and more convenient to achieve your goals for every run you do. And this is a significant feature enhancement, and it's going to make your precision workouts. It's going to make the ease of use unparalleled. It's going to give you advanced customization options and also just make it easier to do your everyday run. So we think this really sets a new benchmark, creates that new premium run experience for Apple Watch. And yeah, I'm really excited to show it off to you. So as we get started here, if you have any questions, put those in the chat, whether you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook. I'll be answering questions throughout the stream and also at the end. So any thoughts that jump to mind, just put those in the chat and I'll be answering those. So let's take a closer look here at the new update. And what I love about this new update is that it's highly visual. We've added in some tremendous colors. The topography is excellent. Seeing your structured workout steps is so easy. The power zones. We've made everything in this app highly customizable, highly visual, highly convenient for every day you want to run, whether it's just an open run, setting just a custom power target, or doing a structured workout. So I'm going to be jumping into some of these high-level overviews of the app and then really diving in a level deeper into some of these screens. So the first really cool thing about this app is optimizing pacing with run profiles. So when we launched the next gen Stryd in 2022, we introduced run profiles, and run profiles are kind of the heart of this app. The first thing you see when you open up the new Stryd Apple Watch app is the ability to select a run profile. So whether you want to select that run profile, that trail run profile, track, trail, or just a track profile, you're going to have that, you're going to have that optimized experience for those conditions, preparing you effectively for your workout. And this level of being able to select your run profile and jump into a workout, it really creates that perfect calibrated run experience and maximizes your performance. So this is the first really cool thing, is being to select that run profile right off the bat. The next step is the precision training. The precision training, whether you're executing that structured workout or creating your own custom run target, here we can see how we add that precision to the training here. The first thing you can see at the top of the screen is that step 1 of 1, showing you your progress throughout the workout. The next step is the duration remaining in that workout step. So here, 14 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in that run step, and then showing that run power target. So in this case, 185 to 211 watts, and give me that visual zone indicator. And then right below that, we see kind of our alert power, our main power value that's kind of guiding our workout. This can be set to the environmental power if you have environmental power enabled, or just your normal standard run power with some averaging. So here it has the 3-second average, and that's being used to guide the workout. So this real-time monitoring keeps you informed of your progress, ensuring you adhere to those workout targets and effort levels for each workout step. And then additionally, if you have the speech and audio cues enabled, you're going to get live feedback throughout the workout, which is also super convenient. If you're running with headphones, or even if you're not running with headphones, you're getting those alerts and tones as well to help guide your workouts. So you're doing more than just tracking your workout. You're really executing the workout with precision when you're running with the new Stryd Apple Watch app. The next thing I want to touch on here is the ease of use. And it's just so easy to use when let's say now we're just doing an open run now. We're not going to do a structured workout or a custom run. We're just going to do an open workout. And something that's really easy to use with this app is just zone-based running. So we can see kind of our zones there, our zone bars right at the top there, and that zone indicator where we've got our 5 different zones from light blue to the dark red. And you're just going out and doing a zone-based run. Just, I want to stick in that zone 1 today. And that zone bar is going to expand based on whatever your zone you're in. So you can see if you're kind of at the bottom end or the top end of that zone, and making sure you're really sticking to the goal of today's workout. And then also the customizable metrics to add to the ease of use. You can customize those metrics, and they've also presented those great colors so you can easily recognize the metric you want to be looking at whenever you're glancing down at your watch. And I'll be covering the metrics more a little further in depth in this presentation as well. Next is the vivid visuals. That's what I call it here, the vivid visuals. And the visuals are incredible in this app. We've already talked about the, executing the structured workout, and we've talked about the zone-based running, but also just being able to visually see the workout you're executing today. Let's say you have a testing workout. This gives you a great idea of how long you're going to be warming up, how long you're going to be cooling down, how intense the strides are going to be before those main testing sections. This just gives you a really great idea of how hard you're going to be working and what the structure of that workout looks like. And this really helps you mentally prepare for that workout when you have these visuals inside the app. And, whenever you're working out, you're going to be taking that simple glance at the watch, and you just instantly want to be able to see the information you need at that moment. And all of these colors and all the visuals inside the app help you get there. The next really cool feature, and there's so many I want to talk about here. There's so many different details I can cover. So if you have an Apple Watch, definitely go out and check it out. This is available today. Go customize some settings, go see what you want to see, and try out whatever your preferences are. And even if you used, for example, your Garmin as your main workout watch and you have an Apple Watch laying around, I definitely recommend to fire up that Apple Watch, install the Stryd app, and give it a try, because there's so many different things to cover here. And the next is the customization. So you can customize, all the different metrics inside the Stryd Apple Watch app, whether it's a workout screen or an open run screen. You can really tailor both of those to your exact preferences. This means you can prioritize the data that matters the most to you, and at the moments it matters to you, which really redefines that running experience, and makes the experience as individual as your training goals. So if you want to be looking at your running dynamics, or if you want to be looking at the environmental conditions, you can also enable temperature and humidity directly from the Stryd Pod, view those in real time, and along with environmental power. The controls in your hands in order to run your way. The next step is that control. Control makes every run yours. And as I talked about, let's say you don't have a workout structure today, but you still want to add some structure to your workout. And that's the perfect use case for that. Build a custom run. And when you build a custom run right in the app, you can set your power targets and then get alerts on those for your run. Or you can just do the open run and do the zone-based running, as I talked about earlier. So however you want to run, however you want to set up your watch, you're going to be able to get that great control to achieve the purpose of every run. So, those are some of the kind of high-level highlights of the new Stryd Apple Watch app. And now I want to kind of dive into some of these really key screens here and really analyze what we're looking at and the settings we have available to us. So let's say preparing for a run. We're going to go prepare for a run. We want to go have our best run today, achieve the goal of whatever we're looking to do today. You have three great options here. You have the open run option, the custom run option, and the workout option. So for that first option, that open run option, we're just going to hit start open run, and we're going to be able to see all of our run screens and be able to see all of our metrics. And let's say we put that zone-based, that zone indicator that I talked about earlier. We can just do some zone-based running with the open run. Let's say we're going to go do a time trial, or we're going to do a race and we forgot to set that structured workout, or we're just doing a long run and we just want to stay in zone 1 or zone 2. The custom run option lets you set those lower and upper power targets, allows you to set a range or a percentage of critical power so that you can get alerts on if you're doing a steady state run and you want to stay within a certain range for that run. Then finally, the workout, whether you've added a structured training plan on your Stryd account and that's just imported your watch, or you're building custom workouts as part of the Stryd membership, all those workouts import to the watch. After you've selected your run profile, you can see today's workout and get that great visual indicator representation of what the workout looks like, along with the duration and projected running stress scores. So that'll give you that step-by-step guidance that you all already know and love if you're using the Stryd Apple Watch app. So as you're preparing for a run, those are the three great options you have: those open run, custom run, and workout run options. And let's jump into the next part here, the during the run. What do we look at during the run? And I know I hit on these already, but I just want to really dial in and tell you that key information, those key visuals you want to be looking at during the run. And the first is that expanding zone bars. So once again, we're doing that zone-based running. I just want to stick in zone 1 or zone 2. I've got that great visual representation. I can see the wattage range of the zone 1 there. So I can just stick on that. I don't even have to be looking at my power number. For example, you can see this screen doesn't even have power on it, but just by looking at that visual zone indicator, I know how much power I'm outputting. I know I'm sticking to the goal of today's workout. The next is when we're executing those structured workouts, being able to see, how far we made into the workout, the duration remaining, the power target for that step. Um, that's also a great option to be looking at while you're running. And then third and finally, the overall progress. So look at the very bottom of that third screenshot there under overall progress. What we can see there is there's ways you can customize your data screen that go beyond just metrics. You can add in zones. You can also add in this workout progress. And you can see those blue dots that are filling up. This tells you and indicates your overall progress in the workout. So this is a bit easier than just reading off text saying I'm step 1 of 10. This kind of gives you that visual representation, allows you to reflect on the work you've done already and the work that's to come in the middle of your workout there. Next, configuring for the run. As I talked about, there's so many different configuration options. The metrics, we've covered the metrics. There's so many different metrics you can look at. We're going to have a deeper look at metrics in here in just a moment. The next is the workout screens. For example, we have the workout screens and the run screens. So the workout screens, those are visible specifically when you're executing a run with a power target or you're doing a system workout. And then the run screens are just evergreen. They're always there, whether you're doing you're doing an open run or any other kind of run. Those run screens are always there and available for you. And you can also customize these screens to add in the music control screen as well, which I definitely recommend if you are running with headphones, you're listening to music. It's going to be key to be looking at those. Enable that music control screen as well, so you can pause the music when you want. You can skip to the next track. And that's something you can also hit by access by hitting that plus button in the top right corner. And then another really cool setting we've enabled here is controlling the transitions. So for example, let's say you're lapping, you have auto lap enabled, but you don't want those lap notifications, or you do want those lap screen notifications. You can show the lap screen during workout. We have a toggle for that. Then also we have that show upcoming workout step instruction toggles. So this, it gives you the ultimate control of how much information you want to be pushed to you in the middle of the run via those advanced settings. And finally, your metrics, your ways. So there's so many different metric options we can access here. And I've just put up 3 different categories here. We can access those standard metrics, your duration and distance whenever you're customizing your screens. You can also access those stride specific metrics. So if you want to see temperature and humidity, stride length, ground contact time, cadence, of course, power and environmental power, but also some of the other metrics such as leg spring stiffness. Those are metrics you can add as part of the stride metrics. And then finally, and as I was talking about earlier, those workout metrics, being able to see the workout target bar, segment and block, you know, showing you the progress you made throughout your workout. Those are other metrics you can add as well. So this really gives you ultimate customization over your workout, being able to see, the standard metrics, the stride metrics, and the workout metrics, giving you really awesome control there. So that's the new update. There's so much to cover. I think I've given a pretty good overview to you all on the new update. Of course, it's available now. I encourage you to try it out. I'm sure we're going to have plenty of awesome videos coming out across social media and in the Stride community on Facebook. So definitely follow us along on social at Stride Running on Instagram, or join the Stride community on Facebook, and hear from others' experience. If you're considering purchasing an Apple Watch, or you're considering moving to an Apple Watch, you're going to be seeing a lot of great content come across those channels on how Stride can be used there. So Yeah, and then that's ultimately the power's in your hands with this update to give you those to make every run a success. So I'm going to be answering the questions. I know we've gotten a lot of great questions here. So if you've asked a question, just stick around because I'll be covering those in just a second. If this is your first time hearing about Stryd, of course, we have the next gen Stryd available at stryd.com/store, which if you're running a previous generation of Stryd, the next gen Stryd is enabling those run profile options, enabling some of those other additional metrics, such as the impact loading rate, the lower body stress score, to help manage the fatigue, help manage the recovery process with those new metrics. And if you're already running the next gen Stryd, we also have the Stryd Duo. And the Stryd Duo is created just by adding that second next gen Stryd. And that is, of course, enabling the left right balance metrics that are viewable in the post run and also the Stryd footpath. And if you have some curiosity on what Stryd footpath is, check out the live stream tab on the Stryd YouTube channel. We have lots of great content on Stryd footpath, and we have a lot more to come. So if you are running a Stryd Duo now and are interested in more live streams on Stryd Duo, definitely subscribe to our YouTube and check out that live stream tab. And if you want to start building your own custom power-based workouts, really getting the full use out of Stryd and taking it to the next level, really taking that next level of control of your training, upgrade to the Stryd membership. So you can upgrade in the Stryd mobile app or at stryd.com/power center. Start building your own custom power-based workouts to execute with this new Apple Watch app update. All right, so we have some questions. We have some questions from folks, and we have a question from Pedro asking, hi, the new update looks great. Is there any way to customize the speech cues? So the customization options we have for the speech cues right now, you can enable and disable those, and those options are available in the settings. If you're looking for additional customization options, let us know. We're definitely considering more options, more updates to add to this app. We have a question from Bob asking, can you pair your Stryd to both Apple Watch and Garmin if you have both? Which watch do you prefer? And the answer to this is yes. You can pair Stryd to both Apple Watch and Garmin. And the reason for this is Stryd pairs to the Garmin watch over ANT Plus, and Stryd pairs to the Apple Watch over Bluetooth. And both of those are accessible simultaneously. And as to which one I prefer, actually, I run with both. I run with both Apple Watch and Garmin Watch because they're both fantastic, especially with the new Stryd Zones update we've had for the Garmin Watch recently. And if you are running with Garmin Watch, I definitely recommend to check out that Stryd Zones data field. Head over to blog.stryd.com and read more about that for that power-based workout execution. And both apps are awesome. They both have their own unique features, their own unique experiences, but ultimately both, enable you to execute those power-based workouts with precision. Yeah, great question from Rob here. How do you suggest we set up the app for race day? Create a custom workout or start an open run with those power targets? And yeah, that's a fantastic question, Rob. And it kind of depends, whatever works best for you. I know a lot of runners these days are building the workout in the Stryd platform to match the target intensity and target duration of the race based on the results they get from the race power calculator. And they're using the Stryd membership to do that. That's a fantastic option. Ultimately, you can also use the custom run option inside the app and setting those power targets right before the run. And that also works great too. So I think generally I would lead to try and set it up before a time in the Stryd account if you have the Stryd membership. But if you don't have the Stryd membership, you can just create those right before the run as well. And you're going to get a pretty similar experience. A question from Patrick asking, is there a speech option that I get information about my next step before the next step starts? That's a great question there. And I can't recall at the moment. So if you have the Apple Watch, try it out and enable those speech cues. Usually I'm so dialed in on the workout, I don't even know on what information I'm getting sometimes. Next question, are the text sizes of the data fields larger or are they customizable? And that's a great question. So you can set up the Apple Watch with different metric customization options. You can set just a single metric on a screen all the way up to 7 different metrics on a screen. So check out whatever configuration works best for you, and then you can fit in more information, or you can make the information larger if you want less information. A question from John Hall. If one wants to compare the Apple Watch native power estimation with Stryd, is there a way to do it with only an Apple Watch to see both sets, or do you need a Garmin / other to record Stryd? So um, I do not believe Apple's value is recorded if you're using the Stryd app, or there's really a way to compare there. So I can't really recommend a good way to do that. But in general, I think probably that comparison is going to be a short amount of time. I have done runs with both for comparison purposes, and really I don't find the experience that comparable. I think you're going to be far happier using the Stryd value. The Apple value is too stochastic for I think use in a lot of use cases. A question from Andreas asking, awesome to have the overall progress that is accessible. I always forget if there are multiple blocks with the same intensity for some of the tests, and I totally agree. Yeah, this is going to be so useful. Of course, when you're deep in those workouts and let's say you're 4 repetitions deep and you've got 4 more to go, it can be easy to lose track, lose count there. So having those visual indicators definitely keep you on track, and let you know how far you are into the workout. Question from Martinez23 asking, what is better when I use it with GPS or only the Stryd with Bluetooth? And I'm not sure exactly what the question is here. Of course, if you use the Stryd with the Stryd Apple Watch app, pace and distance always come from Stryd. And you can turn GPS on for mapping, but GPS won't impact the pace or distance. So if you pair the Stryd with the Apple Watch app and use the Stryd Apple Watch app, pace and distance is always going to come from Stryd. Question saying, what is the difference between treadmill and indoor run, or trail and outdoor mode? So this is basically specifically in reference to the run profiles. And what this does is it tailors the power number for the environment. So for example, treadmill versus indoor run, on the treadmill, you won't be overcoming any air resistance. There's not going to be any wind. You're not going to be generating air resistance from running, but on an indoor run, you can generate air resistance. Let's say I'm on an indoor track, I'm running super fast. That air power, I can still get air power even when I'm running indoors just from running super fast because I'm overcoming that air resistance. So that'd be a difference between tread and indoor run. And then trail and outdoors. So on trail versus an outdoor run, that power value needs to be a bit more stable, because let's say you are doing some trail running, typically you're negotiating more difficult surface conditions. You're doing a lot of uphill and downhill. The terrain could be more rolling than typically. So the difference between trail and outdoor run profiles is that trail power value is going to be a bit more stable. The Wild Man asks, are there any plans to add more marathons to prep for within the app? Not just custom, but Stryd built ones like the majors. So yeah, what we're doing there for the marathons. So typically the ideal power strategy for most races is to maintain a consistent power output from start to finish. So you just want to use the Stryd race power calculator, get the power target for that race, then execute within that narrow range band the best you can to execute your best race. For the Boston Marathon, we created a kind of a race specific preparation there. And the reason for this is that there are some unique challenges with the Boston course. For example, there's a lot of downhill running at the start, so you don't really have too much mechanical loading on your legs. The power target starts out a bit lower and then kind of ramps up as the race goes on. So in terms of race execution, we do have a specific course there. In terms of specific marathon prep workouts, we will be adding more of those as part of workout of the week. So if you have the Stryd membership and you have access to the Stryd workout library, we are definitely adding more. We're adding more workouts to help you prep for specific race courses and specific races. So we just released some new workouts the other day, actually. If you head to blog.stryd.com, I'm actually going to load this up now here. And I actually believe it was part of this might have just been sent out via email here. So let me pull that up as well. But we do have some more basically structured workouts to help you prepare for marathon courses. That's definitely something we're going to keep working on. Tim asks, is this update only for Apple Watch Ultra? So it should be available for Beyond Ultra. It is available Beyond Ultra. So I know I use Ultra screenshots here, but it does make it is available for other Apple Watch models as well. Yeah, in terms of the workout here, I'm just going to screen share. So LA Marathon Primer, Milano Marathon Mastery, Rotterdam Marathon Readiness, and Hamburg Marathon Session. So these are some marathon-specific prep workouts we've added recently as part of the Stryd Workout of the Week. A question asking, will it be possible to link individual default displays to each run profile? That's a question from Andreas, and that is something we're working on. So that's something we're looking at for a future update here. So we're going to definitely have some follow-up updates based on the feedback we get. And if you do have that feedback, definitely put that in the Stryd community, and we'll be answering those. So we're getting the end of our questions here. If anyone has any more questions, definitely put those in the chat. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I know we have a ton of viewers, ton of great questions and excitement here. I know there's some questions I wasn't able to answer, so I'll definitely be circling back on those in the comments section on Facebook and on YouTube. So if you didn't get an answer, I'll definitely be writing a comment to you there as well. A comment saying, make a button to dismiss power target warning for laps. Sometimes I like to run with a little higher intensity. Yeah, it's a great feature suggestion. Yep, I totally agree. Well, that's definitely something we'll look at and see if you can add an ignore button in case you want to be exceeding your power target. Question from Dan saying, is the update automatic if we already have the app on the watch, or do we have to delete and reinstall? So the update is automatic. Sometimes these updates can take a second to install. So if you have that, if you open up your iPhone, open up that watch app on the iPhone, you can kind of see that indicator, whether that Stryd app is installing or not. And most cases, it should just install automatically. It might just need a bit more time, but in most cases, it should just install automatically. Yeah, once again, I see everyone writing some great comments in here. Yeah, we're so thrilled to bring this update to you, and thank you all for tuning in and in your support of Stryd. We have some really awesome features coming up soon, and I can't wait to bring them to you. I think that covers all the comments for now. So I'll be signing off here shortly. Definitely subscribe to the Stryd YouTube channel, and stay tuned for future live streams. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.